Hello, my name is Mal, and I am one of the WHS teachers at TAFE Digital. I've been asked to present a series to assist you in preparing your assessment BSBWHS403, contributing to implementing and maintaining of the WHS Consultation and Participation Process, Assessment 1. It has been said that the final stage of learning is when you are able to pass on what you have learned to someone else. That's the challenge for you in this assessment task. You are being asked to write a report to be given to the organisation, that is the BSBWHS, regarding consultation and participation in work health and safety to assist the continuous improvement to the workplace for health and safety compliance. Your report will have the following structure. It'll have a cover page. This will include the subject of your report, the date, and your details, including your student number, which is very important to us so that we can locate you on our system. Contents page, the sections and their location in the report for quick access to specific work health and safety issues if required. The executive summary. This is brief but very important section of your report, which gives you a great opportunity to emphasise the importance of the PCBU business or organisation complying with work health and safety laws in relation to consultation, coordination and cooperation in the workplace. The introduction. If you have never written a report, there are some useful resources to be found in the online support, OLS, as we call it, on the website. To access this information regarding the report writing, find Resources, then click the Library, Research Centre, New South Wales or your equivalent in your state or territory, Compliance, Learning Resources, Report Writing, which offers a detailed description of how to write a report. Main body. Read carefully what each task is asking you to do. Use headings and subheadings, if required, to identify your response to what each task requires. Conclusion. The conclusion is a brief summary of the report of the main issues explained in the body of your report. It's important you make your report strong at this point by referring to the need of the PCBU to comply with their legal obligations from legislation for the PCBU, the business or undertaking, the people in management and supervisory roles. Bibliography. Some students find that they have referred to information to address the task in the assessment, but forgotten to record the address of the information where found. I suggest you keep a list of references on the way through the assessment to make the preparation of the bibliography easier. Appendices. Additional documents which refer to and support the main report. Just a note here, the word count for the assignment of 1,500 words for this assessment does not include the cover page, headings, task questions, bibliography, references, etc. List and appendices as well. Work health and safety resources. Most of the resources you will need are found in the Research Centre within your library tab. We referred to this earlier on the OLS. You'll need to refer to the resources relating to your particular state or territory in Australia because there may be a few differences in approach to consultation in the workplace. For example, in some places it is necessary to have a safety committee when the PCBU is of a certain size or the contract value of a project exceeds a certain amount. Act and regulation. You'll need to access the WHS or the OHS Act and Regulation for your state or territory, which are found under the tab marked Compliance in the Research Centre. Code of Practice. This is a really useful document because it is not the law, but it has useful key sections of the law highlighted, quoted, and cross-references to the relevant work health and safety laws. You could choose to call the Code of Practice a backdoor to the work health and safety laws. Find the specific Code of Practice which deals with the issue of workplace, consultation, cooperation, and coordination in the Research Centre. Safety alerts and guide notes. The regulator in your state or territory need to communicate information to you in order to help reduce safety and health incidents. If it is an urgent issue, it will be presented as a safety alert, which may be brief, but may prevent other similar repeat incidents. Example, a young worker was actually killed when a safety pin, which should have been manually installed on an excavation bucket by the operator when the attachment was not installed, resulting in the death of the apprentice plumber working nearby. When the bucket was detached, he was struck on the head. A really sad case. Other important information will be produced as guidance notes. An example would be a specific guidance note on the use of ladders, which are still a major cause of incident and injury in the workplace. Research Centre. You will find most of the information you need for your assessment on this site under the Resources tab in the Online Support. Teachers' tips. They have been prepared by an experienced teacher and comment on the assessment based on their experience with other students' questions and what they have presented for marking. It's a good guide which may assist you. Experience. Don't forget your personal industry experience will be very helpful to you as you address each task and your assessment. It is important to connect your experience in the workplace with what the law is saying about the consultation process. So then to the assessment, tasks 1, 2, and 3. In these tasks, the marking teacher is always interested in your understanding of legislation and what it's saying. Explain briefly what the law is saying in your own words and don't just cut and paste from the law to your task. Give an accurate reference to the section of the WHS or OHS regulation in your state or territory using the full title of the law, act or regulation, including its date of introduction. And a final tip. Use the Code of Practice to assist you in finding the correct reference to legislation. Task 1. Consider that a PCBU must consult. There is a wide range of businesses or PCBUs, large, small, medium, mobile, all kinds of businesses who need to set up some form of consultation. Task 1 is asking you to consider the options. Purpose and function. A health and safety representative, an HSR. Why have an HSR, a health and safety representative? And what is their role? Consider that in your task. A health and safety committee, HSC as we call it. Why have a health and safety committee or an HSC? And what is their role and function? Other agreed arrangements. There are some businesses which just don't sit comfortably with either an HSC, Health and Safety Committee, or an HSR, Health and Safety Representative. For some reason, they may need to find another option. The key thing here is that the law requires consultation and the PCBU must be doing something about that. Refer to the Work Health and Safety Act 2011 to answer these questions. Duty to consult. So why consult regarding work health and safety? There are a number of reasons. Just take one example. Imagine that there's a major incident in your workplace. Once the incident is investigated, it's important that it's not repeated and that lessons are learned by other workers regarding the incident. Some major companies will share incident information with their colleagues in other states or territories so that other workers are more aware of safety issues to consider how to control the risk in their workplace. So what does the law say about work health and safety consultation? Refer to the Work Health and Safety Act 2011 to answer this question. So when must a PCBU consult? So when does the consultation need to take place? The triggers are listed in the Work Health and Safety Act, but don't forget to use your own words to explain them. Don't just cut and paste. So there are benefits in consultation. What are the benefits of good consultation? Cooperation and coordination to the PCBU. You may find this an easy question based on your experience in the workplace. A great starting point for your thoughts could be to read the Consultation, Cooperation and Coordination Code of Practice for ideas to answer this task. To find it, go to the Safe Work Australia tab where all the codes of practice are found. Dispute resolution. There's a saying, we don't need a sledgehammer to crack a nut. The WHS dispute may be very simple to resolve with very little effort. If it's hard to resolve, we're still required to solve the WHS issue. It may be too difficult to solve internally with the PCBU. Refer to the Work Health and Safety Act 2011 to find a default procedure if required. What happens if a supervisor or manager will not cooperate? Take it to the next level of leader or external for advice. Formal options for work health and safety consultation. So what is the best of the three formal options for WHS consultation in your workplace? This question provides you with an opportunity to consider which options suits your workers and the PCB for work health and safety consultation at your workplace. The basis in this slide may assist you in considering the best option, as listed there. The nature of the business, how many people, what they do, their tasks, hours and shifts, number of contractor workers, and the location. All of these may have a bearing on your decision. Communication strategies. This task requires you to consider the best communication strategies or methods for communicating with workers at your workplace. Give a brief comment on each method you present. For example, one of the ways to communicate might be electronic. However, in your workplace, there may not be any electronic communication. So what might be the best strategy in that situation? When we think about barriers to communication, this task requires you to think about the things which make WHS consultation a challenge in the workplace. What do you do to overcome these barriers to WHS communication? Your answer will depend on your workplace structure, dynamics, and the industry in which you work. Consider preparing a table with 3 columns using the headings barrier, solutions, and other references. Legislation has changed slightly regarding the PCBU responsibilities to train workers elected to either the Health and Safety Committee or the role as the Health and Safety representative. Check the Work Health and Safety Act or the Work Health and Safety Regulation for your state and territory to find out the current requirements. We are interested in what happens in your state or territory. We are here to assist you. So if you have any issues with completing your assessment task, please contact us for assistance using the email address displayed. And the best approach is to have a specific question we can give you assistance with. So do what you can, but if you have a struggle or you're not sure, please make contact with us. We'll be happy to help you out. We are your teachers, even if we're not in the classroom. We're available. Thank you for participating, and we encourage you to keep going ever forward with your course. We have found that the most successful students make a block of time or times each week to work on their assessments. And we want you to be successful too. Thank you. I did the right thing, but I had to unmute before I started. So, have I spoken? Thank you.
decision.